Connor Bedard has spoken out on the return of Patrick Kane to United Center this upcoming Sunday. That's going to be one to watch from both perspectives of the game. The current Blackhawks, the former Blackhawks are timed to meet. It's going to be something to watch, but I also want to discuss here tonight the game against the Philadelphia Flyers. There's a few things in this game that me and the hockey community at large noticed the Blackhawks need to change if they want to find success in their game. I also want to talk about Arvid Soderblom. What could be next for him after the move for Lukas Reichel? He was the next guy up that we were talking about based on his play this season. But like I said, we're gonna be going over all of this in this video. We have a lot to touch on, but before we do, we noticed that 83% of you guys watching right now are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're looking for a spot to hit all your Blackhawks trades, rumors, news, signings, you're in the right spot. Make sure to hit that sub button and join us along the road to the first overall pick, hopefully, as well as Macklin Celebrini. But like I said, we're going to touch on here, first off, Bedard speaking on Patrick Kane. Now, this one is it's going to be a very good one to watch, simply. It's going to be a very exciting one from the perspective of today's team as well, especially Connor Bedard. He's going to want to put on a show in front of one of the guys he's idolized since he was a young kid. And he still is. Let's not get that mixed up. But this is going to be one to watch a lot. And Connor Bedard had this to say from Charlie Rinzel. He said, "I'm just pumped for the video tribute. I think it's going to be pretty nasty. He has some sick highlights here. I've watched every one of those mixtapes probably 100 times. And, you can see Patrick Kane in Connor Bedard's play. You can see the mix of all of these veterans, like legends, future Hall of Famers that are in the league now in Connor Bedard's game, Obviously, he's got, the hands. He don't have the hands of Patrick Kane because that's a very tough challenge. A very tough thing to acquire, but you can see the hints of play from Patrick Kane, Sidney Crosby, all these NHL All-Stars, and it's going to be interesting to see what he takes in during this ceremony. It's going to be something to witness. It's going to be a video tribute. Obviously, it's not going to be a number retirement, but it's going to be a special day for Blackhawks fans at United Center. So, something to keep in mind. I do want a lot of people to watch this. I think it's going to be a very good beginning of the game, as well as the game seeing Patrick Kane play against his former team. But, we're not going to touch on that until it actually happens on Sunday. But I do want to touch on this. This is a very big part, like I said in the intro, something that we noticed, something that a lot of other people noticed, and it's coming from the 10 observations from Charlie Roumeliotis, but also, just a lot of things around the league. A lot of people talking about this, mainly in the Blackhawks community, but what is next for Arvid Soderblom? We were speaking about him and Lukas Reichel pretty much equally on, if they're going to the AHL, what's going to happen next for them. They're both struggling this season, not hard to tell, but Arvid Soderblom, he's been playing a slight bit better recently. Now, I know a lot of people, especially the game before tonight, were talking about, he let in a goal in 15 seconds. I don't think that really matters in that sense of the imagination. A goal in 15 seconds don't mean a goal every 15 seconds. Arvid Soderblom is definitely struggling. This is definitely not the team that would help him along his journey. That it's not going to be someone that is going to keep the puck out of their own end for a long time. Not someone that's going to, be full on the defensive side, the defensive help on this team, but it is something that is going to be a struggle to get through. But when it does, I think we'll see some great things pan out. Ben Pope tweeted this from Luke Richardson of what he was saying about Arvid Soderblom starting tonight. Now, this was from this morning, and he's kind of giving a reasoning as to why he chose Arvid Soderblom to start this game. He says, "The last 4 or 5 starts have been much stronger, so that's good. And even in practice, his compete levels have been high in the last weeks, and I've noticed. And even this morning, he's looking sharp. A team like Philadelphia is going to be a good matchup because they're always hovering around the net and creating second chances around the crease, and that's where Arvid usually shines." Now, Ben Pope, when he tweeted this, a lot of people commented on this tweet saying, "Yeah, but he gave up a goal in 15 seconds last game. I don't know what Luke Richardson's thinking." Now, I can understand that. I can understand people being frustrated that this team is going to be down 15 seconds into the game because that's not what you want. You want a competitive game, but still a loss ultimately at the end of it. But Arvid Soderblom, he's playing well. Luke Richardson said it well. He's playing very good his last few games. Although they're not wins, that's going to be a struggle. Petr Mrazek, you can see how good he's playing, but he's not winning any games. But Arvid Soderblom, especially his last game, even where he gave up 15 seconds in, I even spoke about it in the video, and you can go check that. You can go fact check me if you want. I noticed that he was playing a lot better. He was making a lot more high-danger saves and high-danger chances. His game looked like a much more confident goalie, and that's one thing that people were talking about Lukas Reichel on. His confidence is gone. His confidence isn't there, but that has slowly started to increase this season for Arvid Soderblom as this season went on. And I think that is helping him a lot. And you'll soon start to see him becoming a more confident goalie overall, making more saves like that, making more saves in desperate situations. Now, you have to remember, he is still a very young goalie, and he has not played on that Dynasty Chicago era like many of these players currently on this team. They don't have that experience from a very good team, so you have to give him time. And once again, goalies take a long time to develop into what they actually will be. We've seen that numerous times across NHL history, and it is something that just has to be watched. But for what's next on Arvid Soderblom, what's next for him, I really think it's just going to be time. I don't think he needs to be sent down the AHL like Lukas Reichel has, mainly because he hasn't been given enough chances. He's been back up to Petr Mrazek a lot this season, who we know how good Petr Mrazek has been playing, a very big anomaly in his goals against and save percentage, mainly because, it's going to be a tough situation for someone to control those, play well on a team like this at the moment. But, it's going to be a very good mentorship between these two for the time being. We obviously have Jackson Stober, who scored a goal down in Rockford, a crazy one, and Drew Commesso, who eventually will make their way up to the NHL potentially sooner rather than later. So, he's going to have to earn a spot soon if he wants to stay in this, and we're starting to see signs that he is being that guy. He wants to be that guy, and he wants to stay there. But also, about this game, another okay game from Arvid Soderblom. I will not discredit him on that. It's a better game than what we've seen at the start of the season. But there's one problem in this game, and not in just this game, in many, many games from the Blackhawks this season, where they have needed to change something if they want to succeed. And you're probably wondering what that something is. And this also comes from Charlie Roumeliotis' 10 observations. One that I noticed throughout the whole season, and this just kind of solidified it in my mind that this needs to be discussed. And that is the Blackhawks need to shoot the puck. This is what Charlie has to say here. The Blackhawks passed up opportunities to shoot on multiple occasions, which has been a common theme this season. Surprisingly, Bedard was one of them. Most notable, though, was Anthony Beauvillier trying to force a cross-crease pass on a 3-on-1 chance at the beginning of the second period. Travis Konecny went the other way shortly to make it 2-1 and a tough swing. This is one thing that is part of hockey. You need to shoot the puck. And I'll pull up the game stats here as well. And you can see that the majority of the shots coming from this game, from the forward side, were within 5 players. You want to see many, many people start to shoot the puck more. It's not just a thing about Connor Bedard needing to score. It's not just a thing about Philipp Kurashev needing to score. You need to shoot the puck if you want to get goals. A goal comes from a shot on net, and that's the Blackhawks' main issue, is goal scoring. They don't shoot enough, and it was very prominent when Connor Bedard was out. There was not too many shots per game. The scores were low. We just couldn't score. We were losing 2-0 games, 2-1 games, 3-1 games, 3-2 games. And it is just something that needs to change really badly. Because obviously, it seems very simple of me saying that this needs to change. This is their only problem. And it's definitely not their only problem. But it is one very big one that is so simple to change by, maybe you're coming in on a 2-on-1 or a 3-on-1 like tonight. You shoot the puck. If you see an opening, if you see anything, don't try and force a pass to, if Connor Bedard is there, don't try and force a pass to Connor Bedard because he's Connor Bedard. If you have an opening chance, an open shot, shoot the puck, maybe get a rebound going the other way. And it's something that, it's part of the game. It's very simple to understand, but I can understand, seeing a guy like Connor Bedard to your left coming in on the 2-on-1, that you want to get the puck to him because he knows how to score. And I understand that, but if they can drill that into the minds of the players, saying that shooting more will create more chances, and I know they know that, but, it just shows by the game stats again tonight, which I'll pull up again here. The forwards, 3 shots from Raddysh, 3 shots from Kurashev, 5 shots from Tyler Johnson, 3 from Blackwell, and 3 from Bedard. 1 goal from Blackwell coming in that in the only game, and then you also see the defense, 5 shots from them, but you almost want everybody, at least, most people in the top 3 lines, to have like a shot or 2. You kind of want to spread that out instead of trying to force it to certain players. And it's something, like I said, been a trend for the Blackhawks this season that needs to change if they want success. And I know the first overall pick is main priority here. Not going for any wins, not going for any personal statistics, any personal points, not going for any Hart trophies, but, it is something that, is frustrating when you're watching, that you can even see watching from home on the couch, watching the TV, that there's an open shot that could have a chance to go in, more so than a pass turnover, goal the other way. It is just frustrating, but, things have time to change, and things will change eventually. We know that. We're not rushing anything here. We're waiting for that first overall pick and pairing Macklin Celebrini with Connor Bedard. But, before my hopes get up, that's pretty much all we got. If you haven't hit already, hit the sub button. Make sure to join us along the road to Macklin Celebrini. See what we have to go here. Maybe a live stream, for the trade deadline. Maybe a live stream for the draft lottery. We have a few things planned that we want to know what you guys think. But, let me know what you think as well about, mainly Arvid Soderblom. That one's really been the interesting one to me, as well as the shooting of this game, because the team's been playing pretty well recently since the return of Bedard, but it still hasn't gotten to the level that we want to see them play. But, that's for a later date. But hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give the video a like. Make sure to subscribe, like I said. But that's all we got. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day. See you later.